Why haven't aliens taken Earth? In part 3, we calculated that it only takes a few million years for a replicator to spread across the galaxy. 7 billion years ago, those empires rose, and they spread first into the crowded star fields, where the energy density is highest. Near the galactic core, you can find more than 1,000 stars packed into a single cubic light year. And where is Earth? We sit in a region with about 250,000 times fewer stars in the same space, practically empty. That's why Earth was left alone, too remote to be of any real value. But if that's true, then why do they keep visiting us? And why experiment on people at all? Pirates of the galactic fringe. The great empires don't control every inch of the galaxy. Between their territories lie buffer zones, tracts of space left unsettled, too energy poor to be worth the effort. And this is where the smaller players survive. They're the newcomers, still climbing the tech tree, still trying to advance. Closer to us than to the overlords. They live like nomads or pirates, drifting through the borderlands, trading, scavenging what they can, always opportunistic, but never strong enough to build lasting empires. Why don't pirates just take Earth? If pirates and low-tech players are out here, why don't they just claim the Earth as their own? The answer is simple. They can't build permanent settlements. Any fixed base would draw the attention of the empires and get wiped out. And even if they could, Earth isn't a good prize. Stars are overflowing with energy, the richest sources in the galaxy. And the best materials can be found in comets and asteroids, easy to harvest without risk. By comparison, Earth-like planets are poor targets, low in energy, ordinary in materials, and expensive to work with. That's why Earth has never been worth the risk. How do pirates survive? So if they don't take planets, what do the pirates in our region actually do? Their ships are mobile cities, carrying everything they need to survive. They harvest energy and materials from nearby stars. They make quick flybys through planetary atmospheres, scooping up isotopes, volatile gases, and even biological traces, data-rich samples that reveal any tech or resources the world has for the taking. They mine asteroids with disposable factories, grabbing only the richest fragments. And sometimes they even disappear into our deepest oceans, where water and pressure help them process resources out of sight. Always moving, always one step ahead of the galactic overlords. Why do they experiment on us? Pirates on the galactic fringe don't have giant research cities or endless budgets. They run lean, hunted, always moving, yet still desperate to climb the tech tree. So how do you test new ideas on the cheap? You turn whole planets into laboratories. Earth's biosphere gives them what their ships can't: billions of hosts, free energy, and time. By seeding tiny quantum biocodes, self-replicating instructions smaller than DNA, they let evolution do the hard work. Designed to replicate and mutate, these codes can spread through countless organisms and spin off billions of variations aimed at energy storage, stability, self-assembly, and more. Centuries later, they return, harvest a few samples from almost any creature, because the tests have replicated through the whole population, and analyze the results. To them, we're not a target to conquer. We're a free lab already running at planetary scale. The real threat isn't the pirates. Remember, Earth hasn't been left alone because it's safe or protected. It's only because we sit in a low-energy starfield, not worth the cost to occupy. That makes our region an outlaw zone on the borderlands, where the overlords rarely patrol. And in the long gaps between their visits, scavengers and pirates move in. That's the only reason we've seen alien activity at all. But above them still rule the galactic overlords. Every 12 to 15,000 years, a patrol sweeps through, searching for hidden bases or rising threats. When that happens, they don't bargain. They reset the region and move on. That's the real danger. Not the pirates we glimpse, but the gods of the galaxy we only remember in legend and myth. How do we survive? We don't know when the overlords will return. Maybe the last sweep was the Great Flood 12,000 years ago. Or maybe they patrol the wastelands with long-range scans looking for tech, ready to respond at any time. We may be safe for 50,000 years, or they may already be on their way. But do we really want to wait and find out? If we want to survive, we have to climb the tech tree fast and quiet. We must be ready to leave our home world sooner rather than later. We've been given a lucky break, a slim window because we were born in a nearly forgotten corner of the galaxy. Like the pirates, we must learn to replicate and disperse in the low energy zones at the edge. Only by hiding for now, advancing quickly, and taking to the stars can we escape the next reset. And because the future is uncertain, maybe one day it will finally be our time to rise.